Good morning, everyone. In the continuation of the chapter, we are going to discuss one more important topic, that is graphical representation of motion. Whatever the motions that we have studied in this chapter, that all the motions are to be represented in graph. Because in physics, the graphical representation is very important. Not only in this motion chapter, many of the topics where the graphical representation will be discussed. So, we are going to discuss this one. But this representation of motion in graph, also discussed in the earlier classes, in class 7th, in the chapter of motion and time. The same thing was discussed in very brief manner. Only that a graph was discussed. In that class, we discussed about the distance time graph. In the distance time graph, various graphs were drawn. From that graph, we determined whether the motion of object is uniform or non-uniform. It was also analyzed. Here also we are going to discuss the same thing. Along with this, we are going to calculate something from the graph also. Now let us start from that previous part, that when anything is moving, any object is moving in a particular direction, from one point to another point. Let us take the object is traveling from point A to B. In this case, A is the starting point. Here we take, at this point, the distance is 0. Otherwise, in the place of distance, we can say the position of object, x, position of object. In the beginning, we are taking the position is 0, and in the beginning, the time is also 0. Then the object is starting its motion. Means the object is changing its position continuously. In that change in position, the time also changes. So as it is changing, suppose it goes to the position of 5 meter, then 10 meter, then 15 meter, then 20 meter. Finally it reaches 25 meter position. From this we can find how much is the distance traveled. Here the position is 0, the position is 5, the distance is 5 meter. Here the position is 0, the position is 10, the distance is 10 meter. In this way the distance can be calculated and the time taken also given. Suppose it is 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 6 seconds, 8 seconds and finally 10 seconds. This is how the object is traveling along this straight line. For this data, if we plot the graph, for what graph? Here we are taking the position. From the various position, what we are calculating? We are calculating the distance. So we can draw the distance time graph. For the graph, you know, two axes, two perpendicular axis, x-axis, y-axis, and the two variables we have. One is distance traveled, another one is time taken. Here in these two variables, the time is taken along x-axis because the time is independent variable. Always the independent variable should be taken along x-axis and the distance is along y-axis. It is in second. whenever you draw the graph, you plot the graph, this thing must be mentioned. Whether the time, whatever the variable is given, it is written in which unit. Here it is in meter. Now if we plot the graph for the time taken, that is 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. Then here it is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 like this. If we put the point 2, 4, 6, 8, 5, 10, 15, 20, then for 2 seconds 5 meter, put the point like this. Then in this way, if we note down the point and join all the point, we get the straight line. This straight line represents the type of motion of object. Here if we calculate the speed at every interval, already we have calculated the speed in this type of motion. Here we get the same speed throughout the motion. Here it is 5.2, 2.5 meter per second. Again, in every interval, the speed comes same. So that means for the same speed we are getting the straight line graph. So that it is plotted like this without value. This is the distance time graph. Time graph. We are getting the straight line. This straight line represents the object is in uniform motion. It is in uniform motion or it is uniform speed. Uniform speed. Then if we go to the non-uniform motion, in that the speed at every interval is different. In different speed, either the speed may increase or decrease. For that we have the two types of graph, that is distance, time, and here we get the type of graph, we get the curved line, and it represents the object is in non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion or non-uniform speed. Here we get one more graph also for the non-uniform motion, and that graph is drawn like this. This also represents the object is in non-uniform motion because we are getting curved line. For uniform motion always we get straight line in distance time graph. This is also non-uniform motion. But what is the difference between these two graphs? In this, continuously the line rises up. So we say it is non-uniform speed, non-uniform motion with increasing speed. With the increasing speed. In this, the speed is decreasing. Speed is decreasing. So these two graphs represents the object is in non-uniform motion with increasing speed and decreasing speed. Then coming to the third graph, third type. In that, if we take such type of value, suppose once again we take that the path along which the object is going to move, here it is the initial position, final position, and at this position we are not going to take the position is 0 because the origin may be taken at some place, but already the object has changed its position and the position comes 10 meter at the in the beginning time 0 seconds. That means in the beginning when we observe this object, its position is at 10 meter. Then as we observe the motion continuously, we are going to observe the object continuously, the time increases 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 6 seconds. In this way the time increases, but we are seeing that the position of object remains same, 10 meter, 10 meter. So continuously the object's position is at 10 meter from the origin. From this we can say that the change in position is how much? 10 meter, 10 meter. Change in position 0. Therefore the distance traveled is 0. So if we plot the graph for this, distance time graph for this, then we have time, distance. Since the position is not changing, so we can say the object is at rest. For rest, if you put, suppose this is the point 10 meter and 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 6 seconds like this. In 2 seconds its position 10 meter. In 0 second also its position 10 meter. 2 seconds 10 meter. 4 seconds 10 meter. 6 seconds 10 meter. Then if we join all the points we get the straight line. So we get the straight line parallel to time axis. In distance time graph, if we get the straight line parallel to time axis, then the object is at rest. These are the graphs which we already discussed in class 7th. Then one more graph also discussed, that is, here if we take, this was the case for the object at rest. Then if we take, the object is going to change its position. The object is going to move. In the beginning it is at position of 10 meter, then its position goes to 20 meter, here it is 30 meter, then 40 meter, like this. You can observe this value. The time is changing, the position is also changing. But the change in position started from not the origin, not 0. For this, if you plot the graph, this is time and a distance. In the beginning at time is 0, the initial position is not at 0, it is at point 10. From there onwards, the object is changing its position equally in equal interval of time. If any object is changing their position equally in equal interval of time, we said the object is in uniform motion or uniform speed. Therefore, here also we get the straight line. For uniform motion, always we get the straight line. Here also it will be the straight line. The straight line inclined to both the axes, for time axis and distance axis. This also represents the object is in uniform motion. This is also representing the object is in uniform motion. But what is the difference between the first one and the last one? Uniform motion. The first one, in this, the object started its motion from the origin. Here the object is started its motion ahead of origin. It is not starting its motion from the origin. So these are the different types of graph in which we plot the graph between distance and time. Just observe these graphs that were discussed in the class 7 also. Rest of the things, the other graphs will also be discussed in the next video.